What if there was an intervention that impacted every single one of the patients that you saw daily in your clinic? What if this intervention could provide relief for some of the most challenging patients you see? What if your patients with balance problems, dizziness, respiratory disease, chronic pain, general orthopedics, post-concussion, neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, post-CVA, what if all these could be impacted by an intervention that we at Physical have been working on to enhance your outcomes? Well, I'm happy to say such an intervention actually exists. Hello, my name is Herb Silver, a physical therapy franchisee in Marietta, Georgia. I'm an orthopedic manual therapist and electromyographer and a practicing physical therapist for 35 years. I am excited about presenting the evidence that breathing is the key. I've been a practitioner of yoga and specifically the various breathing techniques utilized in yoga called Kriya Yoga, Kundalini, or Pranayama breathing since I was 20 years old in 1978 during my undergraduate degree in psychology. I have always been enchanted by the results, but never clear on how to utilize them and the degree to which they were effective and effective for what. In the fall of 2019, I decided to address my personal issue with running and overbreathing and started reviewing what literature there was on various breathing techniques. Unfortunately, I wasn't getting very far, and then as a participant in the spring of 2020, as part of a study group at Physical on post-COVID rehabilitation, I was introduced to one of our Physical franchisees, Denise Campbell, who actually has been working on the cutting edge of interventions involving maximizing and enhancing breathing for the last 15 years. Compared to the current experts I've been exposed to who are emphasizing sports enhancement, Denise not only has similar expertise in these areas, but also is working with a full array of PT diagnoses. Now, while it was apparent to me how breathing might affect respiratory and heart disease, etc., it was certainly not readily apparent to me how breathing impacted my population of chronic pain, dizziness, patients with neurodegenerative diseases. Even though I have long used mindfulness and breathing interventions in those populations. Briefly, why might this be true? Numerous studies have identified that one of the consistent objective findings in painful areas and muscles is that these areas are hypoxic. Similarly, people with chronic pain, brain fog, sleep problems, all consistently show abnormal oxygen perfusion throughout the brain. How to alter this has been a mystery, with many of us using various manual therapies to affect peripheral issues and resorting to mind-body mindfulness breathing interventions to hopefully influence the brain, specifically oxygen perfusion throughout the brain and communication throughout the different low-functioning areas of the brain in these pathologies. Denise Campbell has been using traditional orthopedic and manual therapy techniques, pulse oximetry, measurements of breathing rates, observations of how posture affects breathing, etc., and combining this with the emerging area of capnography. This is combined with heart rate variability, and she has been able to identify a major impact all of her chronic pain populations, including those that I mentioned earlier with balance and dizziness, respiratory disease, chronic pain, post-concussion, neurodegenerative disease, sports performance, as well as daily performance in work situations and life situations. Based on my recent experience using this technology, I can assure you that capnography will open up a window into the world of breathing, and that will transform the way you practice. What we see here on the screen are the readings we can get when we use capnography, and we can see actually through exhaled air, end tidal CO2 levels, and we can use this as biofeedback to train people how to enhance their breathing. Our introductory course will include basic sciences, the anatomy and physiology as it relates to enhancing the balance of blood gases, to enhance perfusion of oxygen into the brain, muscles, heart, and other organs. We look forward to the opportunity to truly transform your practice and put you in control of incorporating a cutting edge intervention into your daily practice.